Welcome everyone to the August 2014 videocast of the American Private Investigator. Of course, I am Paul Jaeb. Thank you for joining us again. The August podcast is long. We have several guests. I decided to keep them all in there. It's going to be about a 90-minute podcast, but I think you're really going to enjoy it. There's just some super stuff on there. We are joined by two guests that I've tried for a long time to get on the program. First off, leading the program is Brian Willingham. He's a PI from New York, very progressive guy, super interesting, does some things that are a little different, and he's kind of defined what he views as success for his agency, and I think it's very inspiring. You'll love that. He actually calls us from Madrid. Barry Nixon's on the program. Many of you might know Barry. Barry is probably the leading expert on pre-employment screening, and a lot of PIs do that. We thought having a little refresher on that might be interesting, so Barry gives us some great insights there. Dave Pellegrinelli is back. He's been off the show for about 10 months, so it's nice to catch up with him. He and I talk about how to make a successful sales call. And as you know, Dave is extremely successful in his venture, so we have an interesting conversation about that. Alan, in the Goodman monologue, I don't know, he's talking something about the mistreatment of lobsters. You can imagine where that went. So that's super fun. October, we are going to be doing our first free webinar. And I've been preaching this now for several months. If you are not on any of our lists, if you're not on Twitter or Facebook or LinkedIn, or most importantly, opting in on our website, you're not going to hear about it. And all the details to register. So please go ahead and do that. We expect hundreds, if not thousands, of listeners on that. So of course you can subscribe to our YouTube channel. You can follow us on Twitter or connect on LinkedIn or Facebook. So go ahead and do that. All of it very easy off the website at AmericanPrivateInvestigator.com. Next month, we are going to be doing our surveillance roundtable a little earlier than we normally do it, but we're going to do it in September. And joining us on that are Steve Koenig, a great PI out of the state of Nebraska. One of my guys, newest guys, Tom Herter, will be joining us, and one of our recurring guests on that segment is Wayne Edwards out of Australia, and he just confirmed he is available, so he'll be on the program. So we're going to get the dope on what's going on down under. Scott Wilson from IRB is going to be back talking about this groundbreaking new product that they have called IRB Connections, and it's going to be a way for PIs to connect over state lines. So that you can refer work back and forth. So a really progressive idea. He's going to talk to us at length about that new product in September. And then we're joined by two guys that I met not too long ago, Joel Levinson and Jeff Steele. They have a really interesting podcast called Walking with Warriors, and they're literally walking when they're doing this podcast. They're from the Phoenix area. I met them at a conference up in Vancouver about 4 or 5 months ago. Really interesting guys, and I think you're going to enjoy the conversation that we have with them as well. So, great show coming up on the August podcast. September is rounding out really nicely. Please go ahead and register so that we know who you are, so that we can get you information on that October webinar, free webinar that's going to be coming out, which is going to be quite exciting, and I think you're really going to like it. Once again, thank you for your loyalty to the program. Much appreciated, and we will talk to you again next month.
For more information on the products and services of the American Private Investigator, please visit AmericanPrivateInvestigator.com. Make sure to engage with us through our social media links on Twitter, Facebook, LinkedIn, and YouTube.